In the news, Harvest International Fellowship ordains 11 clerics. Most small-scale businesses fold up as poor power supply hits parts of Uyo. Plus, Nigerians make case to honor firefighters. Hello and welcome to NTA Uyo News. My name is Okon Nde. Thanks for joining us. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103, as well as the social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the news. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has called on the Ministry of Mineral Resources to evacuate a collapsed bridge at Nkegidem River in Okanafon local government area, as it has become a hideout for criminals in the area. The call became necessary following a motion by a member representing Okanafon State constituency, Elder Emem Udom, who says the bridge collapsed 20 years ago. John Paul Alumona reports that the ordination service was attended by Christians within and outside the state.
The president of Harvest International Ministerial Fellowship, Bishop Manon Goli, while ordaining the ministers, reminded them the enormous responsibilities before them, insisting that they must live a decent life worthy of men of God. While reading the orders of ordination, the bishop assured that God, who has called them for service, will surely be with them at all times.
And show evidence that the Holy Spirit has sanctioned his appointment. Leaders must show signs of true spirituality. The Bible is very clean in providing guidelines.
Some of the newly consecrated men of God shared their joy.
Thank God for what has happened, but it's giving me a sense of responsibility that servants were to serve. It's more about service.
I feel excited and fulfilled when I do what God has called me to do. I'm in the field of evangelism and sometimes do pastoral work. And I know he that called me will certainly make a way for me to do his will.
I thank God for today. It's a day that I will never forget in my life. So God has done so much, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
I feel so excited, happy, and in fact, more grace.
My advice to them is that everyone that takes a position must humble himself, because the Bible teaches us that God resists the proud but exalts the humble.
The West African coordinator of the fellowship, Apostle Ntia Intia, expressed gratitude to God for the success of the event and appreciated the management of NTA for their support.
It's not easy to organize this kind of program for this number of days, and then you have a success at the end. And I want to thank our international president, Bishop Dr. Mrs. Manon Goli, who, paved our way to this place. And of course, performed the ordination very successful, and then returned to US. So I want to thank God. I thank God for Dr. Kafia and every one of you, and of course the GM that released the NTA to cover this program.
You see, when you stay on your calling, the little things you do get amplified by God, and people now think you are a superstar. So if you hear from God and you pursue it, God has a way of honoring that simple step of faith.
As many that have been ordained today, they will defend the integrity of their calling, knowing fully well that God may not be visible, but is available to watch whatever we are doing. We'll give account on the last day.
Special prayers were offered for the newly ordained while the state executive of the fellowship was inaugurated. In Uyo, John Paul Alumon, NTA News.
We now go back to the story on the collapsed bridge at Nkegedem River in Okanafon. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has called on the Ministry of Mineral Resources to evacuate a collapsed bridge at Nkegedem River in Okanafon local government area, as it has become a hideout for criminals in the area. The call became necessary following a motion by a member representing Okanafon State's constituency, Elder Ememudum, who says the bridge collapsed 20 years ago.
Presenting the motion, member for Okanafon State constituency, Ememudum, notes that although the previous administration of Godswill Akpabio had constructed a new bridge in the area, but the collapsed bridge is now a death trap to Okanafon people, as it is still domiciled in the river, which blocks fishermen and farmers from conveying their produce for livelihood. He explained that the most worrisome is the fact that criminals have turned the collapsed bridge as their new home, where they rob, murder and rape innocent people.
In 2007 and 2009, the SPDR is finished on it. They were breakdown of law and order, leading to wanton loss of life and properties. Today, the remaining chunk of the hoodlums are using the collapsed bridge as their habitation, building up for another round of insurgency in Okanafon. These proactive checks are not done with the Speaker and institutions. The river shore was a delivery and a loading site for fine coals and river stones for construction. But the collapsed bridge has totally blocked the delivery post.
The committee chairman on works in years to the Ministry of Works and Fire Service to make sure the collapsed bridge that is underneath a new bridge that was constructed by His Excellency the former governor of Akwa Ibom State is being evacuated for the people of Okanafon and the neighboring villages to be able to move under the bridge and do their businesses.
Another motion was raised by member representing Okobo State constituency, Basi, for government to intervene on Obifiube Ebre Nda Okibedo Road, linking Ureting in Okobo local government area to make life easier for the people of the area. In Uyo, Zikar Okon, NTA News.
The management of the University of Uyo has congratulated a former Vice-Chancellor of the institution, Professor Okane Renesien, on his award of an honorary degree of Doctor of Education by the University of Bradford, United Kingdom. In a congratulatory message signed on behalf of the university management by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nyado Ndayo, described Professor Okane Renesien as one who combines the virtue of truth with education in every aspect of his services to God, the tertiary education, the nation, and humanity at large. Professor Ndayo extolled former Vice-Chancellor Okane Renesien for his untiring efforts to restore accreditation to last programs of the institution and setting benchmark for the standard of excellence in University of Uyo, as well as instituting the monthly inaugural lecture as a tradition for the university when he was Vice-Chancellor. Vice-Chancellor Ndayo noted that the kind of service by Professor Kane Renessian could not go unnoticed by the global scene. Hence, Professor Essien's recognition, election, and honor with the prestigious honorary degree of Doctor of Education by the University of Bradford, United Kingdom. He congratulated Professor Kane Renessian and conveyed the goodwill of management and all the University of Uyo stakeholders to him. Earlier, a release from the Office of the Vice-Chancellor, University of Bradford, signed by Brian Cantor, indicates that the University of Bradford, which has recorded 50 years of academic excellence, had identified Professor Kane Renessian for the award because he has made major contribution to society, acts as role model to students, and also contributes to higher education in Nigeria, as well as supports in developing links with the University of Bradford. Professor Kane Renessian, who was honored by Bradford University recently on July 19, 2023, is an accomplished scholar, a seasoned administrator, and a reputable professor of animal science specializing in animal nutrition and biochemistry. He served as Vice-Chancellor, University of Uyo from 2005 to 2010 and thereafter served at the National Universities Commission, NUC, as Director in charge of private universities. He is a national awardee by the federal government in the category of the Officer of the Order of the Niger. In another development, the Vice-Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Yaodo Ndayo, invites the University Senate, staff, students, and interested members of the public to the 93rd inaugural lecture of the University of Uyo. A statement signed by the Registrar and Secretary to Senate, Blossom Okorie, indicates that the 93rd inaugural lecture is entitled Wrong Diagnosis and Policy Somersaults, the Bane of Nigeria's Development Strides, and will be delivered by Professor Isaac Ayandele, a Professor of Operations Research and Strategic Management, Faculty of Management Sciences, University of Uyo. The inaugural lecture will take place on Thursday, August 31, 2023, at the 1,000-seater capacity TED Fund Auditorium, main campus of the university along Ngwangibe Road by 3 p.m. All invited guests are expected to be seated in the lecture auditorium by 2:45 p.m. You're still watching NTA Uyo News. More reports after this time out. Please stay.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, off a back road, Uyo. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, off a back road Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
The management of Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 2 of Uyo, wishes to inform all clients that with effect from September 1, 2023, there will be slight increase in our service rates. This is as a result of the current economic realities and increase in operational costs. Management announcer.
Water is life. Aqua Camarali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinal water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisen Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinal Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinal Water. Tested, trusted, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. For inquiries, call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinal Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Welcome back, and now to the rest of the news. The people of Mbarita in its local government area have lamented over the blackouts in the area for over 1 year, calling on the state government to come to their aid. And Ifonekwa, who visited the area, has details.
Regular power supply helps in moving business forward and saves costs. But for the people of Mbaritam into local government area, it's a different scenario, as most business people have complained bitterly for not having regular power supply for a year now, due to lack of a functional transformer. The village head of Mbaritam has pleaded with the government to come to their rescue because the substation is at Mbaritam, and yet the people are experiencing blackout for a very long time now.
Or either NEPA and the governor, we pleaded that let them help us to give us light. This is electricity.
Business owners also laid their complaint that their businesses are not moving on smoothly and is increasing the cost of running businesses.
We don't have lights here since last year September. In this our line there is no light, and it's stalling the business. A lot of people that rented shops here, they have now packed out because their business really needs electricity.
So I'm tired of buying charcoal. If I don't buy charcoal, I will just use my generator. I'm even tired because look at here, they are using charcoal to work. So there is no light for the past, I can't remember safe.
One of the commercial bus drivers, who is an indigene of Mbaritam, pleaded with the government to come to their rescue because tenants are packing out of the area due to lack of power supply.
We don't have light for more than a year plus now, and the most painful part of it is that we have substation here in our community, and the substation is supplying light to other communities like Ikorabasitam. They have steady light, but that the substation is in our community, we don't have light.
The blackout has affected 7 villages according to some shop owners. The people are hopeful that the state government will come to their aid to ameliorate their suffering. Andifon Ekpa, NTA News.
Honoring the heroes who protect us is a call for action to celebrate firefighters who put their lives on the line in ensuring the safety of lives and property. Clemens Barikwi reports on how firefighters can be honored in the line of duty.
A sound that everybody must obey, particularly as motorists. When you hear that sound, remember that there must be an emergency somewhere, and there is the need for you to give way. Their duty is humanitarian, and they do this joyfully despite the risk involved. Firefighters respond to a variety of emergencies, including fires, natural disasters, and in some cases, medical emergencies. When everyone else is running out, they are the ones running in.
They should be celebrated because they play an emergency role to ensure that lives and properties are saved.
If a building is got by fire and they go out, they must always quench fire. I've seen fire service quenching fire before.
It's very important to obey fire service, especially when you hear the siren. You have to obey it because they save life.
If the awareness is being created for us to know more, I think they will always welcome them whenever they see them. They will be eager to see them coming to rescue, to arrest such a situation in the environment.
Over the years, firefighters throughout the country have continued to face one common challenge from the public.
The challenges, one is the road, the traffic on the road. You know, they have to give us way to pass. And then when you come to a road like this that everybody struggles to pass, the fire is not waiting for us. And then when we get to the scene late, the public, they want to mop the fire service. In some states, they destroy our vehicles. We are not the ones setting this fire for you. Yes, we are just coming to help. And you did not call us on time. Most times, it's not even the owner of the property that calls us.
Thank you. Supporting our fire service department, practicing fire safety, or even spreading fire safety awareness are just a few ways to honor them. And these are all they need to protect us the more. Inuyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
That's our package this evening. Remember to be a star. Join NTA's campaign to stand against rape and rapists. I remain Okon Ndem. Agnes Okure standing by for the news in translation. Good evening.
Seko to Harvest International Fellowship, Edward Mekwabasid, Wubokeruba. Muang Tongbubereko to small scale businesses, Ke Ikom Makarakuba, Itieki Songuyo, Eting Edon Fok, Akenan, with Tomikan Electric, Adi Fanabora. Bono Wakid in Nigeria, right tangible, noises young of Mewana 1, Enong Bono. Okang ni tiro, ba ya ikop si ni kembang, fana yung mero Agnes Okure. Kaiso se mendo tam, akebendo se inti channel 12 yobo UK Star Times, YouTube kora Facebook. Ofang bed states nyen national yoko rufo utomekoto, Ministry of Mineral Resources, abo ya ekesu wanyene se ebop awuro ke ken kekidam, aba ken korukara okanafun. Etangami etekiti ngure babami ariri tiwebe ano mbondu rioyo etekero wo adara no mpake adai koto Okanafun State Constituency Elda Memudom akebene mieka oforo adiando bo ke ebabami ake wuro kempo ntiswa akebu yogero yaikobo yomboro
Obombere dara no nko ukara Okanafun ida anyeke tanga banga ngure bowami anyema ne kesemme ke ngure bowami ana mkpo song etie kene dogo kemboni no eseke dongo kidak ebowami enam mention sion dodio amoy kanna anyema so nam ya dion akweso dogo ke aka na dai woru kara state nyen ete gospel ekpabio ama abowo fiber enom memo mbar memo kamisanga ado ke ngure bowami adido te kambam fnakid ado gomboro we mai wonge ka ndubege utoy nwang ye ndubege ukoyak mino mi yeke donki idan ngure bowami e sanga emumbono wo osogo ewogorowo osogo uboy mempo akeka make osogo moenam ndodio adogo ifonno anye maso sinu yo yakukara edi wuri tie de sio ya edi on ke uto bo wodu ibara ba ke esat mon ko kanafon ke mie ya nwam adikin boke ndaran sion do dio aya tre ke idmedo awon fene ke sokonam ya edi on e ba mem fana ba ki do modo wo da no okobo ku fon bested nyine te basi anya ma bo yarukara edi bobu son esanga ke eka ureting ku songo mi abiara etieti iyaka yang mono dongo ke obofi ubebre nda okobido ekane sanga eben memkpo mo ekenyam enombono wo kemienam uwemeson etieti
mi kama utumke ufongwen taifiruyo edara yekane kamba kamutum do professor Canadian ke ekambu bono fongwere koto Bradford University gidan fia ekoto United Kingdom enoronyi at a Doctor of Education. Ado ekamba kamutum fongwere do Professor Nyaudo Ndayu akesan ubok ke tobe kom ke wood afadme ananga utumdo. Professor Ndayu aneke dara ye atai fiomi ken sene fak anye kenamma no unengem bo aba ku fongwe yunuyo ken dara anye ke rogo ekamba kamutumdo adiando bo ke ibara na ngamenji utomomi agbe anime ke afrona rut ado ke fiong sen efrena ke fiong itiaba akiswam ke ufongwe ntai fiomi ke biom makara ege no professor mi ekambu bonomi ata kaba utum ke fongwe ntai fio okay University of Uyo asunu yo code manang utum ku fongwerero mendi to fongwerero korombono wo ke sien si ini udong abo yageri di kene wana ke ukbempo aku fongwerero asege asiyo no meno etekeru na mukbeberam abido ayo nang yedup tongo eketongo ese nam tum keto bota wen weru fongwet ado ma bloso mokorie agesan no bokatanga bo ki wori ko bebe miedo idio kusong koron du paka kusiong mendu tambun mbaro ukot ke ngkot irin Nigeria ayetanga bo kero atai fiok ke nkor gbeb mbo raikoto Faculty of Management Sciences ake ufongwere mi Professor Isaac Ayindele adi no ukbebedo etoboro adi andobo ukbebe mi adi dari tieke thoze usene fiange do biedwo usene fiange do biedwo kiet kiswa 2023 mi ki take to Tetford Auditorium ufongwerero aba kusungwani ba kuyo kenkani ka itawe meyo okangin tembang nyine kuengero mfan asira